British versus American reactions to everyday problems. You can tell everything about a country by how its people react to even a mildly inconvenient situation. And based on that metric, the UK and America live in very different emotional universes. Small problems reveal big truths. And as an American living in the UK, I've learned that we do not, under any circumstances, react to life's nonsense in the same way. Let's explore that. A delayed train in Britain is practically a national pastime. Yes, public transport is very accessible here. However, it's not always the most reliable, but people expect that it's not reliable. You'll see the notice, service delayed by 47 minutes due to leaves on the line. Leaves. Literal leaves, guys, from the tree. Apparently, the British rail system is allergic to autumn. And what do Brits do? Absolutely nothing. Maybe a sigh or a tiny eye roll, but that's pretty much the limit. Then they just sit down and wait. It's the most normal thing in the world. Meanwhile, in America, a train delay is how revolutions start. People are on the phone with 8 different customer service reps complaining. There's a lot of bitching on the platform, and there's a lot of upheaval in the station waiting area. Somebody is always going to complain very loudly to the person at the desk. And of course, someone else is filming it for TikTok because America. There's a man arguing with a conductor who didn't cause the problem, but is somehow now personally responsible for it. The British reaction is basically, I suppose this was inevitable. And the American reaction is, I pay taxes. Complete opposite worlds. The wrong coffee order. This is where the cultural gap starts to get a little bit ridiculous. In America, if your coffee order comes out wrong, you absolutely tell them. There is no way that you are going to let that go. If you don't want to, you don't always want to, but you still do. Because you paid $7 for a coffee and you expect your drink to taste like a hot dessert. Because again, America, of course, it's got lots of sweeteners and sugars in it. In Britain, though, if the coffee is wrong, most British people will not say something. They will just drink it quietly. Apologize for the mistake that the barista made is definitely on the table. And then, of course, they will still thank them on the way out, even though it's not exactly what they ordered or paid for. I once saw a British guy order a flat white, get a hot chocolate, drink the entire thing, and leave the shop smiling as if nothing had happened. And meanwhile, my fellow Americans would be like, excuse me, this is almond milk and only half fat. I deserve a refund. Sudden loud noises. This is definitely one that I've experienced myself, and no country handles unexpected noise the same, of course. But Americans will be like, was that a gunshot? Who's injured? Where's the exit? Should I call an ambulance? British people will hear the same exact noise and go, I guess someone's having a bit of a moment, and then just continue drinking the tea and be on their way. Fireworks, a car backfiring, construction. Most British people won't even flinch. Canceled plans. Americans tend to treat canceled plans like it's an emotional crisis. What do you mean you're not coming? Is everything okay? Did something happen? Is our friendship in danger? Whereas British people secretly love a canceled plan. British people secretly love a canceled plan. Because to them, canceled plans are kind of a gift, a sort of blessing, a little mini holiday, something that they don't have to participate in any longer, and a little bit of extra time for themselves. Someone cancels plans in Britain. When someone cancels plans with a British person, it's usually no worries at all. Don't give it a second thought. Then they immediately put their pajamas back on and sigh with genuine relief while they put the kettle on, because, of course, weather. So if you want to see cultural differences, you definitely want to pay attention to how each country reacts to the weather. Americans, rain is always a disaster. There's schools closing, delayed openings, dramatic TV warnings, people buying up bottled water and milk and bread as if the apocalypse is approaching. Whereas in Britain, you're like, that's a storm. It's kind of what it does here. It rains, it's windy, and it's dark and gray. and it's cloudy at least 6 months out of the year. Brits will still go to work. They will still have school. They will proudly brag about how the wind nearly knocked me over earlier on my way into the office. If there's a heat wave, America is like, oh, we're closed for safety because the air conditioning broke. That's it. Britain, well, I think that I might have a fan somewhere that I can loan you. Nope, sorry. We're just going to sit here and sweat and suffer. It only happens a few days out of the year anyway. It's okay. We can handle it. And then, of course, which you've probably already seen by now by watching this video, there's emotional expressions. Americans express everything out loud all the time, even at the most inappropriate moments. I must confess, as an American, completely do this even while I'm living here in the UK. Living abroad can't take everything out of you. While living abroad is a wonderful experience and you definitely learn new tools and new ways to approach things, I don't think it's going to knock all of that American sensibility out of me. Basically, anyone who has been to the United States will attest that when Americans want to express their emotions, they will. I'm angry, I'm excited, I'm anxious, I'm feeling overwhelmed but inspired, and they want to share it with the world. British people, of course, experience the same exact emotions, but are much more particular about the time and place that they express them, and also how they express them, and make sure that it doesn't really have any additional effort than it deserves. They just compress them often into a sarcastic comment or one sentence, like, could be worse. So yeah, obviously we're all on the same planet, but wildly different reactions as would be expected, but also extremely indicative of each culture. When we should speak up, if something has been served to us wrong, what we should speak about and how long we should speak about it, and whether or not a delayed train is actually content. Honestly, I think both sides have something to give and learn from. Americans could use a little bit more British calm, of course, but I think that British people could probably use one American style meltdown every once in a while just to let the pressure out. But hey, at least we can bond over small talk about the weather in the meantime. That's my take as an American in the UK. Let me know yours in the comments below. I'll see you next time.